Sky 4, the only news helicopter in South Carolina. His career spans nearly 3 decades at WYFF News 4.
The eye wall itself from the hurricane is just off the shore.
But before he retires, John is on the road one last time. Now, John Cessarich, a look back.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Genevieve's at the Peace Center in downtown Greenville. It's a very special night for those of us here at WYFF News 4.
Very special. Almost 29 years for our man. He's right over here. Chief Meteorologist John Cessarich, retiring after all that time. We love him. We honor him. Here he is.
Wow. A half hour devoted to me?
Yes.
How are you guys going to pull that off?
John, we've got to put 29 years into an hour.
Wow.
We're going to do that.
You can do it. You can do it. I'm telling you, Michael Carroll, it's been a great almost 29 years. It really has been. Working with you two and just having such a great time. You're seeing some of my on the roads, different festivals and fairs. So much fun. People have been so nice to me. And once I made the announcement in August that I was retiring, I've had so many well wishes from all you folks out there. Thank you very much. I can't thank them enough for just everything, for being so nice to me and my family.
Well, you know, the thing is, a lot of people have no idea what they're going to do when they grow up, but some people do. Yes. John Cessarich is one of them. A little boy with his head in the clouds, in the sun, in the snow, early on, thinking about weather.
The first time I met him, he told me he knew when he was around 7 years old that he wanted to do something with the weather.
His brother Mark says John played football looking up.
It's like, John, what are you doing? What the heck? And then he goes, oh, sorry, but, you know, look at those cumulus clouds. You know, we might get severe weather later on. I'm going, well, I don't care.
Clearly a cloudy future ahead. In fact, his summer job is cloud seeder right out of college. His first TV job, sunny Palm Springs, before getting the call for a new weather startup.
Welcome to Weather Channel, the non-ending weather telethon.
That's John, one of the first on-air meteorologists on the Weather Channel.
Our topic for today is heat lightning.
3 degrees below zero right now here in Atlanta.
He worked at Channel 11 in Atlanta, the city where he met Connie.
When we originally met, I was working as a nurse at Emory University. And
they married just before another move.
Raised an overnight tonight. What a kid.
This time to a station in Albany, New York.
By the way, I was on that trampoline. You missed it during the commercial.
And it was there that John correctly forecast the track of a storm that had a huge impact on South Carolina.
Hugo will probably hit around Charleston, South Carolina, or near Myrtle Beach.
Extremely cold. Extremely cold. Cold enough to bring in the geopets? Right.
Yes.
2 years later, in 1991,
but these are not rain-producing clouds. These are wet.
He became chief meteorologist at WYFF-4.
News 4 Chief Meteorologist John Cessarich makes weather fun.
Right from the start, that sense of humor.
He's the only TV meteorologist serving the Western Carolinas,
while proving himself a top-notch meteorologist.
It is just unbelievable. Talk about horizontal rain. It's a driving rain.
Hurricanes.
71 miles an hour. That was a gust.
Snowstorms.
This storm system over the weekend will be one of the strongest storms this century.
Tornadoes.
Right over you folks in Woodruff, you need to take cover immediately.
when there's a big storm coming through, he's focused on that storm, and sometimes you just have to recognize that and let him do his thing.
Over the years as chief meteorologist, his thing also included teamwork.
One of us will be hanging out in a town near you.
Jeff Hart says John befriended him when he first came to WYFF as sports director.
Is it any surprise that
we just clicked like that, and we laughed so much. I'd be there in the sports department, you know, looking at the last minute of a college basketball game or football game, and he comes in and we're both going like, John!
These people are getting kind of riled up.
Yeah, they are getting kind of riled
up. So while I do the weather, I want you to kind of, you know, security.
I can do it.
Can you do it? You sure?
All right, you people, let's calm down. How's that?
I like it.
And John clicked with viewers, too.
I think everybody in the studio just lost their earphones, too.
All right, I'm cowboy.
Taking his forecast on the road hundreds of times over the years.
Look at that form.
Oh, can we do it?
Yes!
Holding a microphone.
Holding a microphone. A little excited.
And it is raining. That's one reason why I don't want to go.
Among the most memorable, Louise Watson and the light people of Pelzer.
Just a joke. I'm all right. No, I'm fine. I really am. I'm fine, sir. I'm fine.
And John has really been a blessing to our family. And we just love John, always have, and we loved having him to come.
Connie, how we doing?
It's not easy to be green.
And the light people return the love.
And this is my son, Brett. What do you want to say, Brett?
When we came out there with their two little ones in tow, she had already made our outfits, made them for the kids, had candy canes for the kids, you know, and invited us into her home.
We're all getting lit.
We're all getting lit, so to speak. And with your help, the sun will be shining this holiday season in all our areas of need.
Well, first of all, John's an outstanding scientist. He's an excellent communicator, but what really sets John apart is his commitment to the communities that WYFF4 serves.
For Blanket the Upstate, we need your help. We need your blankets. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
South Carolina broadcasters gave John the Masters Award. He has the Silver Circle Award from the Southeastern chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Over a dozen awards for weathercasting. SCBA Personality of the Year 9 times.
Oh, yeah! Woo!
Personality Plus.
The Timber Down Strongman.
He just connects with people. And it's not that he has to try, because he doesn't. That's just who he is.
How you doing, big guy?
Good.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
He really, truly enjoys what he does and enjoys meeting everyone.
Hey, John won.
And John got a career spent doing
Yeah, so one more hot day in the upstate.
what a little boy dreamed of doing.
Steer, John, steer. Look out, I'm
You
trying
have
to
to
steer.
steer, John. Steer easy.
Right from the start.
What you see is what you get.
Keep pushing, dudes.
Push him all the way to the
John.
funnel
Push me to
stand.
Greenville.
All the way to the
Push me
funnel stand.
Greenville.
That's right.
Keep going.
When is the last time you could get on a bike that small?
Yeah. 3 days ago?
No, it's been a while. Wow.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get.
Go down memory lane, Carol.
Way on down.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I've had such a great time over the last 28 years, almost 29.
Well, we
Wow.
are at the Peace Center at Genevieve's, and we are celebrating the career of John Cessarich.
Coming up, John Cessarich through the years, through the eyes of the promotions, 15 and 30 seconds at a time. We promised you hilarity. More of that. Right.
Oh, wow.
Hey, what's up, John? Congratulations on your retirement. I know you've been waiting for a moment like this. You get it?
Check live Super Doppler 4 HD. Download the WYFF4 app now.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Hey, John, I'm forecasting lots of relaxation in your neck of the woods. Congratulations on your retirement.
After nearly 3 decades of forecasting weather at WYFF4, enjoy your retirement, John.
Oh, isn't that nice? As we got to know John Cessarich, so did y'all. Our promotions department really helped.
So many views of John, 15 to 30 seconds at a time. Some about meteorology, others had nothing to do with it.
When severe weather struck our area with snow, he was an Iron Man. Worked around the clock through the weekend.
This storm system over the weekend will be one of the strongest storms this century.
Sunscreen. And soon people knew John was the man. He cleaned up so well and was in so many ways a leader with so many followers. Good-natured enough to take a plunge. Sunny skies or total washouts. Good scientist enough to fly into a hurricane.
And News 4's chief meteorologist John Cessarich traveled with a daring team of storm trackers to take you through the eye of Emily.
I do not know. But our John was never, I don't know, a know-it-all.
Hey, John, how do I get this paper unjammed?
I don't know. I don't really know. Man, I don't even know what that is.
John just always knew weather.
When are we ever going to get rain?
Now that I know.
And you knew Willard.
Be sure to watch Willard on the Today Show every morning. Thank you, John. Don't you forget to watch John Cessarich on News 4.
Is it going to rain?
Ready? A jolly weatherman with a bright red stuffed sack. He spoke not a word, set his bag on the floor, and by each seat at the desk placed a tiny Sky 4. And he knew how to make us all feel like a kid again.
Go get us, Sky 4.
Here at the Peace Center, beautiful, beautiful day. As you can see, lots of sunshine, absolutely gorgeous.
Families throughout the Carolinas get excited every Thursday night when News 4 Chief Meteorologist John Cessarich hits the road.
To the man who knew how to take it on the road.
To fairs and festivals.
We say bon voyage, Iron Man.
Hi, Gracie.
Mr. Cessarich, I'm going to miss seeing you on air.
Thanks.
May it be clear.
Storms here at home, but at the coast, picture perfect.
Connie, we're going to the beach.
And beautiful. Down that road to come.
Congratulations, John.
Oh, my gosh.
He's our Iron Man.
Wow.
You said yes to the promotions department every time.
Every time. We did like 100 of them. A lot of those I forgot all about them until you showed them to me just now. Wow.
Yeah.
Those were pretty cool.
How did you have time to do weather?
I really didn't. Don't tell anybody. I did it anyway.
You did it anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, the promotion department is so fantastic. Those were such great spots. Those
Yes,
really
they were.
were.
Thanks to you. You're able to do just about anything.
Well, yeah. Not just me.
As we continue to celebrate John Cessarich, our friend live from Genevieve's Peace Center, coming up, how John helped inspire a young man to defy some major odds.
John, my prescription for retirement, plenty of fun and relaxation. Congratulations from all of us at the Dr. Oz Show.
Wake up and watch WYFF News 4 today.
It's the Black Bojangles. It's bow time.
Whoa, this piece is massive.
Massive was the blizzard of 1993. What a storm system. We're talking about 2 feet of snow. Hi, Gracie.
Mr. Cessarich, I'm going to miss seeing you on air.
Thanks. You know, air quality really depends on whether high pressure starts to build in from the north and west.
That one's still too high.
You know the record high temperature in the upstate, 107
Yep,
degrees.
John sure knows weather, but he also knows retirement.
Storms here at home, but at the coast, picture perfect.
Connie, we're going to the beach.
Congratulations, John.
Ashley Home Store. This is home.
I just wanted to say I just thank him for all the wonderful years he's given our Greenville, Greer, our upstate area. We are blessed to have him. His shoes are going to be filled with the wonderful God, but he is definitely going to be missed. We're going to miss him tremendously.
As we celebrate John tonight, we highlight a story of defiance. This is about a young man who was underestimated and a certain meteorologist who inspired him.
Tonight, the power of overcoming and the kindness of a man we know and love.
When I was little, I remember people telling other people around me that I would never graduate high school.
So this is a book Kevin wrote when he was a little boy.
Kevin would never write a sentence. So said some people who didn't see the diplomas and all the congratulations coming.
The impossible becoming possible. They didn't have any idea what he had within him, but I knew.
When he graduated high school as a National Merit Scholar, scholarships in Texas A&M were waiting. He and Mom Kathy refused to take the childhood diagnosis, autism, at its word.
I was in honors in college pretty much up to the end.
I am immensely proud, immeasurably proud.
I'm going to prove these people wrong.
He did, by becoming a meteorologist. Kathy homeschooled, and Kevin schooled himself in the evening news.
When he was an infant.
An infant?
An infant. We watched the news together.
And for as long as I can remember, he's been on the television presenting weather.
He watched. Chief Meteorologist John Cessarich wrote him into his daily life.
He was kind of your first professor of meteorology.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
So this is kind of like a little preview.
At a carnival, Kevin even walked up and dared to say he wanted John's job. He was 7. They became friends anyway.
Hey, how you doing, Kevin? It's so great to see you, man. I haven't seen you since you were
a long time ago.
Oh, like that?
Which leads us to this. Kevin dropped by WYFF4 just to say thanks.
You have given myself and many others something to run towards.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That's how I see your inspiration.
Man, that means a lot to me. Really, really does.
And days from his retirement, John wanted to tell the college grad attaboy.
The broad level that is not big set up right now, so that kind of gives an inroad to what's going on at the ground level.
Yep.
So.
And they talked about the weather.
ADRAD, which is like a precursor to the current next gravity direction. It's like what they had in the 90s before the pull.
Right.
For a while.
And we talk about it because it's in the blood. It's in our blood.
It's a couple of meteorologists clowning around.
Look what's happening back here in northeast Georgia. We have some showers coming in, don't we?
One saying hello to a new life, and his mentor soon to say goodbye.
I don't know. It kind of gets to me. It really does. I just do what I love, and that's the weather. And if I could inspire anyone out there like Kevin, then I'm honored that you look up to me. To me, you're my hero for what you have done over all these years. It's just amazing.
He has been an example and a mentor without even knowing it.
No one even said the word autism. It's just well-aged friendship. Some people never saw coming.
Bravo, Kevin.
Wow, absolutely. What a great kid.
And that's John Cessarich right there. Kevin plans to go to grad school, and he's just a couple of classes away from his degree in physics as well.
That makes me tear up.
Yeah, I'm starting to wire him up too, because he's such a great kid. You know, when I put him in front of that chrome key, it's like he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
He's better than a lot of people I've seen across the country. I don't mean that in a bad way.
He's like you. He knew what he wanted to be early on.
Absolutely. You know, a true meteorologist, you know it's in you. You were born with it, but you have to be in the right environment.
Yeah.
And both of us were in the right environment.
And you two did talk about the weather for about an hour.
We chatted away like crazy. That's so true.
What a wonderful story.
And the mom.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't take no for an answer. Kathy's would not take it for an answer.
Yeah.
So I give them both.
Part of that story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Credit to both of them.
Yeah. As we continue to celebrate the career of our John Cessarich, live from Genevieve's at the Peace Center, still ahead.
A clutch shot.
Oh.
The all-time John Cessarich on the road moment. You don't want to miss this or the celebration of it coming up.
Okay.
John, congratulations on being the wonderful person that you are and being a blessing to so many people, not just in our community, but all over.
WYFF News 4, live local breaking news.
I had a
Toyota, let's go places.
I just wanted to say how, what a blessing you are to me and what a blessing you are to all your viewers. And congratulations, and I love you very much, Johnny. Take care, my man.
My younger brother.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great family, you know. That was my younger brother, Mark. You got a brother, Dave, and Paul. And at one time, I had Mark's in Santa Fe, New Mexico. My brother, who was in Kansas City, was in San Diego, at Topeka, Kansas, and then so we were all across the country.
And you have a sister here.
And I got a sister here with Carol. Absolutely.
And a brother here.
But I thank my parents for making that transfer. I was born in Los Angeles, but raised in Kansas. If they didn't move to Kansas, it would be inside, but the weather wouldn't be able to come out.
Because tornadoes.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you know, earlier tonight we called the start of the celebration the last John on the road.
Carol and I finally got invited. We can't celebrate all of
Right
the road
here.
trips without sharing a Hall of Fame moment. Just watch.
Got the pressure on right now. Got you a little basketball here, Michael and Carol.
Look at that form.
Oh, can you do it?
Yes!
Holding a microphone.
He's a little excited. He beats the buzzer. There you go. Jamming John Cessarich to Dickus.
Cake. You know,
The celebration is epic.
And that was at Dacus Middle School. The whole school was silent. They were all chatting until I started dribbling. And then I went, oh my gosh, you know about the pressure. I go, whatever you do, John, don't airball it. You could not airball it. And so when I released, it was just right there.
I don't think I've ever seen you happier.
No,
except eating.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe a
Except
competition
just
about.
looking at it.
But did you notice that little girl? She came out of the stands. She was about this tall and grabbed the basketball. Years later, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, she came up to me. She's a teenager now and said, I was that little girl. I almost stepped on her. I would have been devastated. I know. She charged the court. That wouldn't have been good on live television.
We have a cake here.
Look at this.
This is part of John's celebration cake tonight, and we thought with Chris here, this might be time for the ceremonial passing of the cake.
There you go. So we need two forks.
Two forks, yeah.
Well, we're not going to do this thing, are we? No. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go like this.
Well, thank you. And it's sunny days ahead. Right?
And I've talked about this a lot, but it's hard to find somebody that loves weather as much as I do. And I mean it, and he does. From the first time we met. In fact, we probably don't have enough time to tell the story. When you came, you could tell it briefly. The time you came to see me one evening.
You know, John and I were in touch, you know, when I was in college, all the way through my first couple of stations. When I was in Savannah, Charlotte, Nashville, and then coming back home. And when we were back for a visit one time, Lauren and I were dating at the time, and we stopped by the station, and you and I could talk for a little while.
Well, you know how I talk.
What happened to Lauren?
Exactly.
We were going to stop by for a few minutes, and it ended up being an hour, and it was past the point of telling John, hey, my girlfriend at the time, now wife, is in the car.
She actually married you.
She married me. She stuck around, you know. She should have buzzed right out.
So years later, he tells me the story. I go, Lauren was out front. I go, why didn't you tell me this?
For 3 hours?
If that was my wife, Connie, you'd hear the tires just squealing. Take a cab home.
She was picking me up from the station the other day. I had PTSD.
I want to say something as we get near the end of this broadcast. But you know John over the years because of the big weather stories that we've had, the tornadoes, the hurricanes, the windstorms, the snow. But what you don't know about John is that what you see, as your wife said, is what you get. And you could be going on a vacation, and John would walk up to you and hand you a personalized weathercast.
Right. I did do that for you, didn't I?
Yes, you've done it a number of times. And what you see is what you get. He loves the weather, and he loves people, and he's been a great friend and a great meteorologist over the years.
You're a good friend, Carol. Thank you. Thank you.
We said at the beginning of the newscast, we love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Family always.
Well, thank you.
Baked goods.
I just want to say thank you, all you folks out there, for watching 28 plus years. I mean, unbelievable.
What's in store next, John?
A lot of tennis.
Yeah.
Get it in shape and hit the beach. Just relaxation. Then I start doing some volunteer work maybe a little bit later.
It sounds like a really good plan. Well, over the past half hour, John, as you can see, and as we've shown you, has had quite an impact on our viewers, the community, and all of us who call him a friend. But it's not ending tonight. John has a few more days with us.
It's going to be emotional on next Tuesday, and that's right. His last weathercast will be Tuesday, 6 p.m. right here on WYFF News 4. Do not miss it, folks. For now, we thank you for joining us for this evening of looking back and honoring this, our dear friend, our brother, WYFF News 4 Chief Meteorologist, John Cessarich.
Good night, and we'll see you at 11.
There's the strength. How about this? We'll talk weather coming up next. Don't go.
This is just flat out creepy right here.
Something on my hat. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Cessarich Boulevard. I'm speechless. I am quite honored.
Oh boy. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah.
What a guy.
Oh, no problem.
With the mic.
Thank you very much. And a Coke, we'll put it right here.
Check live Super Doppler 4 HD. Download the WYFF4 app now.
It's time to